What's up, folks? Ruckus Reacts, back for another video. I was going to do the movie Heat today, but I didn't get around to it. I know that's a hot one on the polls. That one has taken that poll by the balls dramatically, so we will be doing that soon as we get a chance. Also gonna be coming out with probably the best UFC knockouts of 2024. Gonna knock that one down too. But tonight I wanted to go with some Larry. Wasn't really sure what to do. I had some requests from some subscribers or followers that have, requested some videos that I do, but I ended up stumbling upon something else while I was just looking through random Larry Bird stuff. And this Larry Bird, I guess it's already playing. Best Larry Bird versus Arrogant Showboat Story Ever Told by Prime Larry Bird. This one, the Prime Larry Bird, the one who made this video, I can't remember which one we did of his. It might have been the Best Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan Story Ever Told. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to check this one out because this one's got 2 million views and was posted 6 months ago, so I'm sure it's good. Anything Larry Bird related seems to be hot commodity. So anyways, just hop right into this one, folks, and see what this one's got in store for us, shall we? Kind of excited.
A person's making an issue out of this as Bird is jarring with him.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah. And Person will be called with the foul. And Person and Bird have a few words.
Oh, this dude's gonna piss Larry off.
Bird again ends up on the floor, and he was pushed.
Who does this dude think he is?
Person. Bird stuffed him and had something to say afterwards.
I don't know who he thinks he is or who he thinks Larry is, but
Person didn't dare look at him.
Out of all of the times where Larry Bird trash-talked and dominated an opponent, Chuck Person was one of the few players that stood toe-to-toe with Larry Bird and actually held his own.
It started my rookie year, and first time I touched the ball, my very first game, he said, "Shoot the ball, rookie. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it." I said, "Okay, I'll shoot it." Wow, like that, and it went in. And I said, "Don't ever tell me to shoot the ball. I shoot it every time."
he probably told him
And
lucky
then
shot.
It's been a battle in the last 6 years.
Person uses that right arm to get Bird out of the way, and then he drains it, and then he talks to Larry. Trent, Person for three. They're tied up. And he's jawing with Larry Bird again. Person wants the ball against Larry Bird. Count it. The first Indiana lead. Listen to the crowd. He'll pull out and shoot a three. Watch him. Here it goes. That'll be good. It is the Person show.
And when they faced off in the first round of the 1991 playoffs, their underrated rivalry was an intense.
If I'm not mistaken, he pushes McHale, and he's gone. He's gone. Thompson is gone.
Physical. Hard-fought battle of will.
And now Person's doing a little talking to Bird now. And now they're bumping. And he's back to talking, and so's Larry Bird. Person. And when he talks, he walks.
And with the series tied 2.
Man, I get when you're shooting the ball right in Larry's face for once, and you're making him, you're feeling yourself. I get it. But you still gotta pay your dues, pay your respects. For one, I've never even heard of this clown. Maybe you guys have. Never heard of this dude. Instead of paying his respects and his dues to the legend, he's all in his face, bumping him, pushing him, shooting the ball right in his face, talking shit right back. I don't know. Maybe Bird respected that or played the game with him. I don't know. We'll find out. Seriously, come on now. Who are you? Get the fuck out of here. No.
Person. And when he talks, he walks.
And with the series tied 2 games apiece, Larry Bird in the 5th and deciding game gave us one of the most iconic moments in NBA history.
It is one of in the Bird lore, it is one of the top 5 incidents that he did that might have been the last great moment.
Marv, the mood of the Celtics could be described as confident. In fact, this is the 10th deciding game of a playoff series Larry Bird has been involved in. By the way, the condition of his lower back injury remains the same, expecting to play about 40 minutes through pain today.
And it has come down to the 5th and deciding game between the Celtics
And he's
and
pulling
the
this
Pacers.
shit while Bird's hurt. Come on. What a deck.
Had some words right in the face of Chuck Person as Person called for the timeout.
Because Larry Bird started the game off hot, you couldn't tell that he was battling a severe back injury and was in a lot of pain.
Larry Bird at this point in his career is now squeezing to the end. It's a ceaseless struggle to get healthy enough to play.
Larry Bird did not play the final 7 games of the season as he decided to sit out and see if he could get his back ready for the playoffs. His back was day to day, and no one knew if he would be able to play in the series.
I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to feel Thursday or Friday. It's just wait and see. It's a game that we're playing right now, and hopefully I'll be prepared to play every game.
I remember walking in the locker room, and I saw Larry before the game, and I said, "How you feeling?" "I'm okay, I guess." Well, he wasn't okay. Guy could barely put his pants on.
He spent the night at the hospital in traction, so he had.
I know this much about Bird. He's no excuse maker, no sympathy seeker. He's not gonna show it when he's in pain. When he's doing shit like that, laying down, you know he's in pain. You can see it on his face. You can see the pain all over him. But he wears that shit on his sleeve, man. One thing, he refuses to quit.
Had to be in just unbelievable pain.
Bird off balance. 6 points for Larry Bird.
Bird putting his shoulder down that time, actually trying to create off the dribble, which is unusual with the bad back that he has.
As Larry Bird carried the Celtics to a lead in the first half, while already in excruciating back pain. To make matters even worse, with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, Larry Bird took one of the nastiest falls of his career.
Right now, Larry Bird with 12, and the Celtics lead by 7. 4.5 remaining in this first half. Bird had it knocked away by Saunders. Powers on the recovery. Bird is hurt. Bird is down, and he's hurt.
As Bird goes after
that's when he broke his he broke his cheekbone.
Struggling right now to get up.
It was a thud when he hit that floor. You heard that boom. The breath went out of that building. Because I thought that, that was it.
What went through my mind, just hope it wasn't anything too serious. Obviously, if something wrong with me, anytime you see Larry Bird walks off the court, something seriously got to be wrong.
Larry Bird's face hit the floor so hard that he knocked himself unconscious for a few seconds. He left the game with a concussion and had a broken bone in his face. And with the Celtics leader out of the game, Chuck Person and the Indiana Pacers smelled blood.
Spoiler alert. Y'all are Larry Bird fans, so I ain't spoiling shit. But this man back's tweaked, shot, done. And he goes for the ball, lands on the court, smacks his face so hard off the court, he breaks his cheekbone, knocks himself unconscious, gets a concussion, heads to that locker room. These guys start coming and taking control over the game, over the Celtics, and Bird walks back in that stadium, out of that locker room, gets back on the court. Legend.
Person and the Indiana Pacers smelled blood.
In the locker room right now isn't helping the Indiana Pacers pick up their level of intensity. They smell it right now. They know the leader is not on the floor. Someone needs to step up now for Boston and take over in Larry Bird's absence.
And Chuck Person with 20 points. The first time this afternoon the Pacers have had a lead.
Well, right, Chuck Person was a real force, and there was a lot of back and forth going on.
Person for 3. Yes. Straight away.
And Larry bangs his head on the floor.
I know.
Bang, boom. Has to leave the game. It looks like the ship's going to sink, and we're going to go home in the first round.
Person from downtown. contested. Indiana with a 3-point lead.
And the cameras are on Larry emerging from the locker room, coming down the corridor. The cavalry is arriving. The crowd sees him. They go berserk.
And here comes Larry Bird. And Uncle William is covered by Robert Parrish.
I got the sense the Pacers were stunned to see him there. And they thought, holy what's going to happen now?
Throughout this timeout,
what's going to happen is they're going to lose.
And cheering since Larry Bird made his way from underneath the tunnel from the Boston locker room. He went out with 4:23 remaining in the second.
They all got that oh shit look on their face. Ugh, satisfaction. Get your ass whooped, respectfully.
After taking the fall.
Let's go.
And he is back in the ball game. Reggie Miller shot rebounded by Bird, who whips it.
Fucking legend.
I've never met an athlete that would play with pain the way he does, and an athlete that's so highly self-motivated as Larry Bird.
Where's the arrogant Showboat now?
Different. Some guys will dislocate a finger and go ahead and play with it. Some guys can dislocate a finger and be out 6 weeks. I think it's just something within your body that some guys have a good pain threshold and some don't.
Speaking of people with low pain thresholds and being out for minor shit for a long time, I know I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan. Cam Thomas, where the fuck have you been? Dude ain't played in like a month and a half. This is a pulled hamstring. Larry, teach these young bucks a lesson, man.
But to me, I was just so glad I got the NBA and made it. I didn't want some little injury messing up my whole season, so I tried to play through it.
Bird with the step on Shrep.
When Larry returned, the Celtics went from losing by 3 points to winning by 13 points in a matter of minutes.
But they come right back at you.
Bird on the reverse, and it counts.
I think it's really a mental thing that, Larry's on the court now. Hey, now we got our leader back. We got a big option here we can go to down the stretch during the game, and it's just a big emotional lift when he's on the court too.
3-point play for Bird. Bird ahead of the field.
Let's go.
And it's the Celtics by 13.
That's my dude.
The fans at that point wouldn't let the team lose because of what Larry was doing.
Sanders at 6'6", giving away 3 inches to Bird, who's trying to post him up through the foul.
Got him. Look at that crowd, man.
Bird, who does the bulk of the work on the defensive boards, is always looking down the floor and just gets it out over the top of Reggie Miller.
Bird is the word.
Lead this group with a little bit of emotion, and then also by taking it strong to the basket, showing them how it's to be done.
Through all of the pain and injuries, Larry Bird came back and led this Celtics team to a victory, proving that there's a big difference between being a good player and being the greatest of all time, because today's players just aren't built like they used to be.
Mike, rarely do you see this kind of emotion from Larry Bird.
Well, but Larry Bird is answering the challenge put forth to him by Chuck Person and the Indiana Pacers, and he's letting it all hang out today.
I'm talking about today's player. When you look at Larry in that game, and Bob Hill says he's coming back and be ready for him, would today's player come back in a game like that? Now with load management, where agents and managers are saying you got to take care of your body and your product. And it's true. You know, I mean, your body is your livelihood.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I remember Jordan playing with 104-degree temperature.
Yeah.
A courageous, classic performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Larry,
wow. Mad props and respect to Jordan for that 104 temperature. Not to mention, your body temperature's already up because you're under them lights, sweating, laying. I mean, the adrenaline's going, yeah, but imagine the head throb, the pain this dude was going through with that headache. 104 temperature. Like, that's on the cusp of brain damage. Like, highest fever I ever had was 106. And I was seizing up, like my jaw locked. Shit can literally put you in a coma. He was on the cusp line, and he's playing a game. Like, mad props to Jordan, man. I know this is a Bird video, but motherfucker, Jordan's a beast.
We just talked about that game, you know. With
Isaiah Thomas against the Lakers in 88, 25-point period on a bad leg.
He's got to be hurting and limping. Thomas goes up.
Oh, wow.
And Isaiah Thomas having an incredible period.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm being unfair, but that just
25-point
isn't there
period on a bad leg.
Boston 110, Indiana 96. 4 minutes gone by in the fourth. Bird again ends up on the floor, and he was pushed by Person.
Person stepping up with the blind screen right in the area that Larry Bird doesn't need it, in the middle of the back.
Man.
Bird. Yes.
I think 4 or 5 years you'll think back about what he did, or you'll just, you'll go that. I think it's one of those things that as the years go by, it'll become bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yep.
The Boston Celtics, in a terrific series, have defeated the Indiana Pacers. They won it in 5 to advance to the second round.
I already had a lot of respect for Larry Bird, but the way he played today, it's just like the stuff you tell your kids about. And I told him at the end of the game, I've never seen anything like that.
Truly amazing, and it's courageous and all those other things. And he's the leader. He is the leader of the Celtics, and he will be until he retires.
I've known Chuck for a while, and we've always had run-ins.
Even after he retires.
It always seems like I get the last word.
Charles Barkley had a handwritten letter.
Ooh, best Larry Bird revenge story ever told. We're gonna have to stick that on the list, folks. Absolutely. All right, so that was the best Larry Bird versus arrogant Showboat story ever told by Prime Larry Bird. I like this dude, this Prime Larry Bird dude. He's got some good videos. If y'all haven't gone and checked out his channel, go and check it out because he's got some good stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna subscribe to him because he earns it. He puts together some good videos here. Yeah, we're gonna have to put that best revenge story ever told on the list to do. I bet you that one's good. Introduced it right with Charles Barkley. So I'm sure with the trash talk from Bird and Barkley being a trash talker, being cocky, arrogant himself, I'm sure that's a good one. But anyways, like I said before, this arrogant Showboat dude, I don't even know the dude's name. I mean, I got my list of greats from back in the day, but I don't even know who that dude was. So if y'all know who he was, drop in the comments. Educate me a little bit on who this cocky dude was. Doesn't seem like he lasted long in the video though, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, he might have been getting the jump on Larry in the beginning, but you ain't you ain't gonna outplay Bird, not unless you're Johnson, Magic Johnson. That's about it. But yeah, this was a good one. Short one, but short and sweet. It's good. But yep. I'm gonna cut it here because I'm gonna try to get this edited and exported to the channel tonight. And I kinda wanna react to one more video before I hit the sheets for the night. Gotta get up early for work tomorrow, so I won't be uploading more than this video if I do get this uploaded tonight. In fact, it's a short one, I probably can, but as always, any other requests, drop them in the comments. I'll put them on the list. Try to get to all of them as best as I can. Thanks for sticking around, tuning in, dropping by, coming back, subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, do your boy a favor. Go hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you're always notified when I drop a new video, whether it's bird, whether it's hockey stuff, movies, shows, UFC, whatever. I'm pretty active on here, as some of you know, so go ahead, click the sub button, click the bell, become part of the Ruckus Reacts fam, and I will catch you on the next one. So, as always, Ruckus Reacts, deuces.